นับสนุนโดยแลคตาซอยเอ็กซ์ตร้า300อิ่มอร่อยรักคุณไม่เปลี่ยนแปลง
สวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการ Biz Connect นะคะและวันนี้ค่ะ Biz Connect มีช่วงพิเศษให้คุณผู้ชมได้ชมค่ะเราจะมานำเสนอเรื่องราวดีๆนะคะของโครงการด้วยกล้าวด้วยข้าวค่ะที่ทาง Nation Channel ได้นำเสนอมาระยะหนึ่งแล้วนะคะและแขกรับเชิญในวันนี้ค่ะก็เป็นหนึ่งในผู้ที่อยู่เบื้องหลังโครงการนี้นะคะและตอนนี้เขาก็อยู่กับพวกเราแล้วค่ะเป็นประธานกรรมการบริหารบริษัท Medifood ประเทศไทยจำกัดนะคะขอต้อนรับคุณวอร์เรน บาร์ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for joining our program today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before we go to this project, the King Project, the Rice for the King, let's talk about who is Medifoods first.
Medifoods. Right. Medifoods is a relatively new business. Our origins stem from a family business going back 50 years. We've been in the rice agricultural industry here in Thailand as growers, as millers, and as exporters.
For 50 years?
For 50 years, yep. Medifoods is a business that's grown out of the milling industry, essentially. For many people who are in the milling industry, they would know that ram khao is a product that unfortunately has been thrown away or discarded or fed to the animals over the last thousands of years during the milling process.
Right.
But that is where, if any of you eat khao klong, you would know that that is a more healthy option than khao. And because all of the nutrients and the health properties are contained within the bran. So for many years we've thrown this bran away or used it for animal feed. Now we've developed technology that enables us to stabilize that rice bran in order for us to then add value to it further down the process. So Medifoods is a company now that's been set up as the world's first vertically integrated rice agricultural value chain. So in other words, we have assets or infrastructure from farm all the way through to fork. So we control the seeds. We have our own farms. We have a community of farmers that farm for us. We practice only organic farming. Then we also have rice mills, and we now have our rice value-adding plant, and obviously we have the export and the marketing side.
So in other words, nothing goes to waste?
Nothing goes to waste in our business, no. We're all about sustainability.
Right.
From the farm perspective, we're there to look after the farmer, take care of his interests, reward him for all the hard work that he puts in every year. Remember, our farmers in Thailand who are growing jasmine rice and predominantly organic product only get one crop a year, so they only have one opportunity to earn revenue. So we're there for them, guiding them, coaching them, making sure that they get the greatest amount of yield from their properties.
Now, how do you reach out to these farmers in the first place?
Well, we have a farming team that go out and communicate and explain the nature of Medifoods and what we're trying to achieve, and slowly but surely bring them on board. You know, the farmers in Thailand have had an interesting ride over the years, and so it takes a lot of encouragement and and coaching to get them to trust in us and believe in us. But we have a philosophy within Medifoods known as Korn Tam Na, and that essentially is us taking care of the land, our natural resources, but more importantly taking care of our farmer. Because without our farmer, we're not going to get the rice coming through the supply chain and be able to add value then to the ram khao.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
The business now is just under 2 years old.
Okay.
2 years old, but the last 2 years have all been about developing technology and infrastructure, and working with our research associates around the world to understand the properties of rice bran, and also we use a cold pressed process, so we don't use any chemicals whatsoever in our process. That is a very difficult operation to complete, to extract rice bran oil from rice bran using a cold press process.
Right.
So the last 2 years have been dedicated to research, development, and patenting our technology.
Now, is Medifoods also have affiliations here with the local businesses or with the government as well too?
Yes, we have various affiliations within our organisation. We, first and foremost, is research. We have a number of affiliations here in Thailand with academic research associates. We also have affiliations in Europe, but primarily our focus is on Thailand because one of our goals is to export Thailand. We want our products in future to have that Thai stamp, and for us as Thai citizens to be proud of exporting Thai.
Now you said you've been doing it for almost 2 years, right? What has been the feedback so far?
Well, we've had limited research groups from a consumer perspective. Most of our work and our testing has been done in an academic environment. But the reason we've pursued this is obviously because we've received very positive feedback. So we're excited about the product pipeline that we have to launch here later on this year.
Now talking about your award winning as the world first rice value chain, right? Can you talk about this award real quick?
Yeah, as I said, because our infrastructure spans farms all the way through to our marketing arm, there's no other company in the world that's involved in rice agriculture to the extent that we are. Plus, there's nobody else producing a cold-pressed oil, rice bran oil, on a commercial scale like we are. So this is something that obviously we're very proud of. It's a first in the world, so therefore it's Thailand now that are exporting this. We've developed it through the local academic and university affiliates here in Thailand. So something we really want to shout about is that we are the first.
But you're working on towards building the network like globally too, right?
Yes, sure. I mean, obviously we're going to develop the product and manufacture the product here in Thailand, but certainly our market is, everybody in the world has, an interest in their health. So, whichever markets that we can start to export our product to, we will.
Are you going to start within the ASEAN first, possibly?
Yes. Well, Thailand's obviously going to be our first market, and then we'll expand through the ASEAN region and obviously beyond, depending on what opportunities arise at the time.
We'll probably be talking more about that as far as during the next break when we're talking about your vision with the company. Okay. ค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะเราก็ทราบถึงที่มาของบริษัท Medifoods กันบ้างแล้วนะคะเดี๋ยวพักกันสักครู่ค่ะช่วงหน้าเรามาติดตามถึงรายละเอียดของโครงการด้วยเกล้าด้วยข้าวค่ะ เข้าสู่ช่วงที่2ของรายการ Biz Connect แล้วนะคะและที่ช่วงที่แล้วนะคะเราได้พูดถึงที่มาของบริษัท Medifoods ประเทศไทยแล้วนะคะคร่าวๆค่ะถึงว่าวัตถุประสงค์ของบริษัทเขาแล้วก็สินค้าเขาทำอะไรบ้างค่ะเดี๋ยวตอนนี้นะคะเราจะมาพูดถึงเรื่องราวของโครงการที่คุณผู้ชมเห็นอยู่ข้างหน้าชั้นตอนนี้นะคะโครงการด้วยเกล้าด้วยข้าวนะคะ Now what we have see in front of us right now obviously it's the products from Medifoods, right?
Yeah.
Now first off talk about how did this project start in the first place?
Well, first of all, as you said, these products are specifically our organically grown table rice products. When I spoke earlier about value add, I mean this is value add because it's been taken to a consumer level, but this isn't going to be the true products from Medifoods. So this is part of our group, though.
Okay.
So this particular project, Rice for the King project. One of the key tenets of our business is being philanthropic.
Okay.
And so this was our first venture into the philanthropic arena, as it were, by offering rice for a project to really try and create awareness around His Majesty the King's concept of the sufficiency economy, and helping farmers to truly understand how to get the best efficiency and yields from and obviously sustainability from their crops and their land. So we came up with His Majesty the King's birthday last year, his 85th birthday. We felt that was an appropriate time to launch this project. Also, the new crop had come in November, so we launched this Rice for the King project in December last year. The intention is for it to run for a year. And at the end of this year, the King's birthday on the 5th of December, it's his 86th birthday, we will then present the funds from this particular project to the Chai Patana Foundation and the Thai Rice Foundation. And they will obviously then in turn utilise that money to help grow the awareness of organic farming within Thailand and no doubt use those funds to try and help the farmers build their efficiencies. Yeah.
Will this project be, will you keep this project going?
Well, recently we've teamed up with the Nation Group, and they are now spearheading this particular project. So they're having a bigger part to play in the project than we are. But I guess that all depends on the nation. They may decide to take it into the next year. But as a company, MediFoods, we will obviously always be there to support the farmers and and build their efficiencies.
Now, what sort of activities do you do for this project?
Well, we've had several activities. We started out with a rice harvest day last year, where we brought all of our local farmers into a field and we obviously gave thanks to our rice gods for providing the harvest. We had Dr. Samet from the Chai Patna Foundation come and present and open up the project. Since then, we have these retail products, as you can see in front of us, which you can, consumers could buy in the top supermarket chain or through TV Direct or through the mall group, or even, I believe, through the Nation. And the Nation themselves have embarked on a number of different projects around various communities, basically expanding on the concept of Rice for the King.
Now, obviously, consumers can get involved by buying this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is there any other ways that they could get involved with this?
I mean, corporates could obviously get involved as well if they wish. And I think at this time of the year when, you're gearing up towards Christmas,
the end of the year,
as it were, maybe it's a good opportunity for corporates to buy gifts. They can contact the Nation for, for that sort of thing, or even contact MediFoods if they wish. But yeah, our normal consumers shopping in the retail outlets can find this product, as I said, in Tops and in the mall.
And talk about the specialty of these products, though.
Well, the bottom line is they come from our organic farming practices, and that's the key thing. What we're trying to do here is promote organic, sustainable farming, and we believe that for farmers, that's definitely the future, is organic, no chemicals, no pesticides, healthy living.
And it's Red Ant.
Red Ant is the brand, yes, Modang. Red Ant is Modang, is our brand that we use for our predominantly for our philanthropic activities. And Red Ant is a brand we actually sell around the world.
Oh, it is? So it's not just particularly for this rice project?
Not particularly for the rice project, no. But it was appropriate for us to use.
Right.
But as I mentioned, more importantly, Red Ant is our philanthropic brand. We use that to provide monies to charities or associations, communities in need.
Okay, by MediFoods, basically.
From MediFoods, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, from the MediFoods group.
Now, talking about the next step for MediFoods.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we're now about to embark on our first launch of our first range of consumer products. So in November, we will be launching our
next month.
In a couple of weeks' time, we'll be launching our first range of consumer products. I won't mention those now. We can have a surprise in a couple of weeks' time. But if you just want to visit our website and keep up to date with those launches, and there'll be various other PR activities. Consumers can become.
And also in international markets too, right?
Yeah, sure.
And when would that be?
Once we've established in Thailand, we're hoping to roll out in about January or February next year in some other markets in the Southeast Asia region. And then, really just cascading on from there.
And it would be these kind of products too, as well.
Well, yeah, so this is our rice product. Our value-added products are really what our focus is. I mean, we've been exporting rice around the world for 50-odd years, so we're pretty established in the table rice sector.
Has Thailand been always the home country for basically for your company?
For MediFoods?
Yeah, for MediFoods.
In terms of our base?
Yes,
yeah. Everything.
It has always been?
Everything we do comes from Thailand, yeah. I mean, we've recently have set up some affiliations with Vietnam and Cambodia for their rice, but 99% of our business is all out of Thailand.
Why is that?
We proudly Thai.
Yeah, are you? Yeah. Now, once the ASEAN Economic Community kicks in 2015, how is that going to change maybe the dynamic of your business strategy or that?
Yeah, look, it won't really change our strategy as such. I think we're all about quality. So we're going to put out the best possible product that we can. With ASEAN opening up, who knows what will happen with our own rice pledging scheme here in Thailand, but that doesn't worry us because we're about quality. So those consumers that are able to take on our product in the opening Asian region, we're going to be there for them, but we're not there to compete against sort of lower grade or lower quality rice, that comes from other countries. So we'll be opening our products up as Asia, as the Asian region opens up.
All over, basically.
Yeah, wherever we can find an appropriate partner to work with, then we'll be there.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining our program today.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
และทั้งหมดนี้คือ Biz Connect ช่วงพิเศษในวันนี้นะคะคุณผู้ชมสามารถชมรายการย้อนหลังได้ทาง YouTube และ Facebook นะคะเพียงแค่ค้นหาคำว่า Nation Biz Connect ค่ะสำหรับวันนี้ดิฉันวิจิตราดวงดีและแขกรับเชิญของเราคุณวอร์เรน บาร์ขอลาไปก่อนนะคะเดี๋ยวพบกันใหม่วันพรุ่งนี้สวัสดีค่ะ